Let's go. Hi everybody, welcome back to DreamHack Beyond Qualifier number 1. My name's Bahamut, and on the left hand side we have 30k, on the right is going to be Project P. This is going to be Battlefield of Eternity in our... What round is this? What is this round? It is going to be round 2, and these are best of 3s as I just mentioned. So, we're into it. Let's see what we have here so far in our ban phase. As I said, 30k on the left hand side, Project P on the right. Round number 2 in the DreamHack Qualifier. Now there is no bottom bracket. There's no second run for this. The only kind of other runs you can make are on the other qualifiers, which the qualifiers are every other week. So the next qualifier will be on the 28th of this month of May, which, funny enough, the 28th of this month is Bandit's birthday. Did I miss 30k blue versus 30k? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Sad thing about that comp is it's not the worst comp I can think of. Yeah, I'd agree. Brace and Corey, thank you for the follow. Follows, I guess you could say. Hogger pickup as well, or excuse me, Hogger ban as well as the Uther. Wow, that's a quick Lucio. Okay, I wonder if 30k was trying to get Lucio for themselves or maybe hoping for it. Not going to be able to grab that, so we'll see. We'll see how the Lucio fares on the side of Project P. I mean, it's a great kickoff already. Like, Lucio's just in a really great spot in the current meta. His changes on the PTR, I don't think they actually really hinder him much within his ranking in his slot as a healer. I still think he's S tier healer, but 30k going to go for the dive burst potential between Cassia Diablo. Also gives them Diablo Immortal, gives them a race potential with that Cassia. Imperathon, thank you for the follow as well. Imperathrin, welcome to my stream. Sorry for murdering your name, but that's how it is now. You're Imperathrin. Lucio Tychus, Tychus Urel for the side of Project P. So solo lane, Urel, Tychus for sustained damage into Diablo. Not a bad draft so far from Project P, or even the side of 30k. What are we gonna see though? What is it gonna be? What are we gonna ban out here? Main tank potential. It's gonna be the Garrosh, which actually it is Caesar Salad on the side of Project P, so that would actually be a really good. It's a really good ban right there, just to get rid of a really strong hero for Caesar Salad. Captain Damage, thank you for the follow as well. Glad you're enjoying the content, my friend. Sage, very sorry, my friend. It's a meme that we made up on the stream. I'm very bad at reading player name, or I'm very bad at reading people's names who follow and stuff. I don't know why. Maybe it's that whole dyslexia thing. Couldn't tell you. Stukov will be banned out as well by the side of Project P. And seriously, I just thank you. I really do appreciate the follow. I'm just very bad at saying people's names very quickly and then getting back into the cast. Diablo Cassia, we could see more dive potential. We could see like a Leoric into the Urel. That's a really strong matchup. It's actually going to be Diva into Urel. Diva, sorry, I was reading it backwards. Diva has a stronger counter into Urel. Urel has that kind of charge up for the Avenging Wrath. Diva can then just boost into her with the hit the Nitrous, or her booster in general. Is it rushdown or boost? Regardless, she's gonna be able to kind of bop the Urel and stop her wave clear. So it's a really good counter. That's actually a Liam counter that he actually told me before we were talking about Urel versus Diva, and he's like, and I was like, why am I seeing more Diva Urel sort of matchups? He's like, well, Diva's a great counter into Urel. She can mitigate some of the Urel wave clear or even set up, because a lot of Urel's abilities are wind up, so if you have a stun into it, you can interrupt that. Nice play out from the side of 30k. But the Anubrak Hanzo will come out onto Project P. I love Project P's race potential. I love their dive. I love their engage, disengage. It's a strong draft for the side of Project P. The last pick, though, for 30k coming through, it is going to be... what? Maybe a Grey Mane? Maybe... oh, Li Ming would be great. Tracer. I'm terrible with names and I'm not dyslexic. It's a good time with me, because sometimes letters just move around. What is this CCL plays in non-CCL, or what is this 30k play in non-CCL? It is, this is the DreamHack Beyond Qualifier number 1. It is a new event, so let's go ahead and bring it on back to Bandit Night. Let's kick off the Twitch predictions. Who will win 30k or Project P. All right, you see that last pick going in, so you have a minute to get those predictions in, and we will go ahead and get on into a game. I'm actually going to run a quick little ad, so that way that kind of there's all the pre-roll that's going to be knocked off as well. So it's a nice way to kind of get rid of that pre-roll, and you know you'll miss nothing because there's literally just the introductions and the loading. So thank you all for supporting. Thanks for being here. I really do appreciate it. And Twitch predictions are open. Get your predictions in. Who's going to win, 30K or Project P? Welcome on in, everyone, to said map. We are here on Battlefield of Eternity of 30K versus Project P. Not said map, said matchup. Hazuabs will be on the Cassia. We have X-Ray going to be on the Diablo. Dyna will be playing the Tracer. Yasu will be on that Anduin, and Diva to be played by Liam. On the right-hand side, we are looking at the members of Project P. We are going to be having Nathanatos on the Urel. This is going to be Caesar Salad playing that Anubarak, Shredded Wind on the Lucio, Pyrat, Rum on the Hanzo, and Roger on that Stukov. We'll see what happens as we have 30K on the left, Project P on the right. We have everything ready on Battlefield. I'm watching the minimap to see who goes where. Just join. What's going on? Here's the storm. Exactly. Yep. They qualified today. They don't have to play in the next qualifier because they're already qualified. Exactly. Yes. There are 2 qualifier slots between the 4 qualifiers. Every qualifier is every other Friday. So this Friday will be one qualifier, obviously. The 28th of the month, so not next Friday, but the following, that'll be the second qualifier. And then you can do the math onward from there by looking at a calendar. So it's every other Friday. There's 4 qualifiers total, and then there will be the playoffs, which will be over the weekend of late July, like July 26th, if I'm remembering correct off the top of my head. If you'd like to know more information about the event, !DreamHack will take you over to the Battlefield page, which has, I think, everything you're looking for, the bracket, all that good information, who's playing as well. So thank you for supporting. Thanks for checking out the DreamHack Beyond qualifier number 1, and we are in the second best of 3. There are many best of 3s happening today, but we have 30K versus Project P, and Project P able to grab this camp for the bottom lane. We did have Liam grab the Impaler camp for top with the help of Dino coming in here to put some pressure onto the Thanatos, who did go into the Dauntless at level 1, so you have that physical armor. Excuse me, you have that armor in general from abilities used. As Caesar Salad, wow, short dive in front of that gate. Not easy to do. You got to cancel that just in time to make sure you don't go to that far side of the gate. But just kind of X-Ray playing on that little gate line is really, really interesting. Just little micro things always to note that are just fascinating from, you know, a caster perspective. Another burrow charge, very, very short distance, is just able to cancel that very early. It's not the biggest deal. I'm sure a lot of people in chat are just like, it's whatever, but I think it's just really, really cool to note Caesar Salad's control over the Anubarak. And wow, that was a very risky situation, but Shredded Wind amps it up, and this is looking like it's A-okay, with Caesar Salad actually getting interrupted on their hearth from the Cassia Thunderstrike. And can we talk about, or excuse me, Lightning Fury. Thunderstrike already has 25 stacks 2 minutes and 20 seconds in. That is very, very good for a Cassia. Like, let's actually look really quickly. What is her bonus damage? 62 bonus damage. So you're doing, I don't know if it actually scaled, I don't think the tooltip in this upgrade or update together. So you're dealing what? 240-ish damage per Q. That's not too bad for a Cassia this early into the game. 200 damage into a Hanzo. Someone can caster math that one, but that's what, like, an eighth of his health in the current in his current health pool. Like it's good chunking. It's really, really good chunking so far from the side of 30K. But Project P, they're not out of this by any means. We've been 0 kill to 0 kill. It's fairly neck and neck between both teams, as our first Immortal Phase has spawned here. Larian in the bottom position, Belith in the top. Those are the names of the Immortals. You can actually click on them and you can actually see. Well, no, it just says Immortal. Never mind. If you go into the Wikipedia, there's also names for, like, if you go to Alterac Pass, there's like Vandar, Stormpike, and I forget the other one. I'm completely blanking on it. So it's just little lore things like that are always cool. Like if you go to Towers of Doom, the Raven Lord versus the anyways, I'm blanking on the name. Gravekeeper. And Tracer goes down. First Blood will go over to the side of 30K. No, I'm sorry. Their First blood goes over the side of Project P. I read the entire team fight backwards. I thought Project P for some reason had the Tracer, but that's not going to be the case. X-Ray and crew are going to try and burn down the enemy Immortal, and they don't manage to do so, with Belith going over to the side of Project P. Drekthar, thank you so much. Hello, Bahamut. I hope your day was great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Gage. I hope you're doing well as well, my friend. I caught a Masters Clash game where Azura ended the game with 194 stacks on Thunderstroke. It was incredible. What is the scaling on that? So, it'd be... Dear Lord, that's like 300 damage just from the Thunderstroke, right? It's like nearly 300 damage. On top of the scaling of Lightning Fury in itself. So you're doing probably like 500 damage per Q. Dear Lord, that's a lot of damage. That's insane. Okay, top lane Immortal Belith on the side of Project P is gonna find the fort front gate as well as the vast majority of the health on said fort. Want to peek into the bottom lane really quickly, see how Nathanatos is handling Liam, and Liam is just sitting on full charge on that mech, and I'm just curious. No, that's a later talent. Or wait, is that a new talent? Like, isn't there a? I'm trying to remember. Like, I'm misremembering things. Like, is it on the PTR where D.Va has like the increased damage at full charge on mech, or is there a nerf onto that? I'm trying to remember what happened with that one. I can't remember. Anyways, with the what we can actually look at though, because it's going to be right in front of us, will be some of those other numbers. Diablo, 68 souls currently, so not going to be able to have the buyback or the insta revive if they go down. Diablo, though, looking for an insane invade with this kind of flank positioning here. X-Ray getting low, actually Shadow charges back in, goes in onto the Tychus, who starts to try and dump damage out. Roger, oh wow, Roger's gonna get saved by the Thanatos on this Yrel, who's able to come in with that Righteous Hammer. D.Va boosting away. Oh, Roger sees Liam. Liam already used that boost. X-Ray coming in as well, fire stomps out. Roger is going on a bit of an adventure. Is the vision for X-Ray right now. Oh no, it's literally like a millisecond too late. A millisecond, if you will. Oh, that was close, but Roger, the great escape. The great escape from Roger. Hey Steampunk, what's up? 94 plus 25, so like 320-ish. So that's like 320, but then you also have to add in the baseline too. The baseline, because probably like at that point in the game, it's probably like 200. I mean, like right now, we're just about level 10, and Cassia does 225. I don't think these add together. I don't think they do. I don't think the tooltips based like adds from the stacks. That's really, really powerful. Wow. Anyways, currently 30k. 10 talent tier to 10 talent tier. No crazy heroics, but Hanzo rips a dragon arrow into the enemy team. Excuse me, dragon's arrow. Gotta pronounce that apostrophe S for some people in chat. Totally toxic caster. High five Lucio as always, just because the value from it is so insane right now. Sound barrier is good in some situations, but I don't think they're gonna need the mass AoE kind of pause or shielding. The high five is gonna be a little more useful for this Lucio, as that was a great Righteous Hammer to push X-Ray in an awkward position. There was a light bomb out from Anduin as well. Big pulse bomb onto Nathanatos as the mech explosion comes out from D.Va. Not really getting any damage, but able to zone back the enemy team. Belith looking a little low on the right-hand side. Alarian very healthy, as 30k are still defending their Immortal, with Project P stepping in, looking for an engagement here. High fives from Lucio are probably up and available for the vast majority of the teammates. Can I actually see if I click on Lucio? No, it doesn't give me like the little logo next to each of the names. You can call it ripping a dragon's arrow. Yes, exactly. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Or I could call it Dragon Strike, like the thing it actually does. Apocalypse comes out, big T-Tors from Pirate, and that will be the kill onto Roger. A little revenge finally coming out. Caesar Salad getting low will go down. Diablo's Souls will be finished out from that kill. Shredded Wind able to get a knockback from the Lucio, but the Firestorm from Diablo will be enough. And actually, did he? No, he finished out Souls during all of that already. It was just the little marker was still hanging out on that left-hand side of the screen, and this is 30k with the 10 talent tier turnaround. Finds the Immortal, and this will be going into the bottom lane. The reason we know, it's more well defended than the top lane. Quick rotation over to this Shaman camp as well, the Bruiser camp for the bottom lane to buff out the push on top of that. Grubby had asked on broadcast if the shielding actually affects the amount of time the Immortal spawns into lane. It actually isn't. So if anyone was wondering from that broadcast, I was actually looking back at it. The Immortal shielding instantaneously is on that bar. The one thing that always gradually increases is that health pool. So it's always standard how long it takes for the Immortal to kind of do their little regen of health sort of deal. Light Bomb onto the Trace, who tries to blink in but is not able to get in time or get into anyone in time. Ball Lightning from the Cassia comes out, poking at the enemy players. Tracer building up more pulse round potential as Alarian goes down in this bottom lane. Hanzo gets a massive arrow that stalls things out long enough for Urel to back off. She gets the Avenging Wrath over the wall. Pulse Bomb comes out from Tracer. A very low Shredded Wind is able to get back behind the gate with some 80 health. This is looking very good defensively for Project P, but when it comes to aggression and siege, even better for the side of 30k with the way that they're playing this bottom lane, poking onto the Keep Friend gate, getting a little bit of damage onto the structures, and a clean disengage from 30k. Extremely well played from 30k post 10. I keep saying this, but 30k, they looked a little... They didn't look the strongest in the beginning of the game, to be blunt. But this post 10, it's where 30k is firing on all cylinders, and they're looking very comfortable. All right, second cup of tea is done. I guess we can drink water, whatever that thing is. And, ooh, look at this invade. Nubrak was anchoring in the bush, did see this coming in. X-Ray, I was gonna say BBJ for some reason. X-Ray not able to get the Shadow Charger set up, so the invade on the camp won't happen. It is gonna be a little early, but the thing to note here for the side of Project P is this camp will still bring in experience. So while it won't have that, you know, during the objective sort of off-lane pressure sort of deal, this is still going to be a little experience pushing into that 13 talent here with the fight breaking out without 13s. 13 came in during the middle of that team fight. Tracer in bottom lane doesn't beat out Nathanatos. Does get the dismount, which is a little annoying. Slows down that rotation. I'm sure that Tracer also, Dino calling out the... Dino probably calling out the rotation from Nathanatos. Hanzo gets a big arrow into the enemy team, and Nubrak follows up with a burrow charge. Light Bomb onto this Cassia, actually. Apocalypse from the Diablo. Lightning Ball is going to be able to find the kill into Tychus. Micro missiles out from the Diva, poking into the enemy team, slowing them as she goes for that little rush into their faces, just to get that little stun from the level 7 hit the Nitrous. Boosters should be off of cooldown fairly soon. Diablo gets bopped around, another boost through the enemy team. Liam has Mech Explosion if necessary. Might hold it. Chastise comes out from the Anduin. Nathanatos looking for an Avenging Wrath over the wall. Righteous Hammer into the face of Yasu. Are we investing into Hots? Who? What? No. Burrow charge from the Anubrak, bopping around with that Righteous Hammer of Nathanatos. Diablo still okay, and actually Anubrak will get pulse bombed. You see that that model fly across the screen as Shredded Wind is able to disengage, but this is Shredded Wind playing with fire right now. Dino, pulse bomb. Oh my god. The high five. Literally the high five. If Shredded Wind didn't have that high five and didn't have the self-cleanse from the high five, Lucio would have been locked down, would have gone down. There was enough follow-up damage. Wow, that was really good, well played. That was extremely well played right there. That's okay. All right. Race potential coming out from both sides. Project P is mostly just trying to take down some of the shielding that the members of 30k will have on their Immortal. Roger, yeah, not able to just 1v5 the race sort of deal. Though Shredded Wind, Project P, and crew are going to be able to grab themselves the 2 regeneration globes. So, I mean, that is a little bit of value. But looking at the mana bars specifically from the side of 30k, it's not lacking too much, and health bars weren't really low either. Tracer is extremely low on her mana, but that does come back randomly as she empties out her mana bar. Big Light Bomb, great Shadow Charge to set that up. Apocalypse underneath all of that. Shredded Wind forced to the far side of the engagement as the Lucio goes down first. So does the Anubrak on top of that. It's going to be a 2 for none as 30k continue their siege to this top lane with the Immortal. Shadow Charge from X-Ray, not able to get the overpower onto Pirate Rum. Not sure what actually stalled out that overpower, whether it was a minion or something. I don't know. It was really weird. I thought that they had the overpower, but maybe the gate or something got in the way. Anyways, Lucia down for 10, Anubrak down for 12, Immortal still pushing in from range. Once it loses that shielding, it loses that kind of golden glow and it moves into melee range. Tracer gets the Pulse Bomb onto Roger, who gets slowed by that since they did go for the level 10 Sticky Bomb. Pulse Bomb increased the radius and enemies hit are slowed by 70% for 3 seconds. In comparison to like the Subdue from Joanna, that's an 80% slow. Dino goes in, gets the recall out. This is 30k stepping in towards Korra, but Hanzo gets an arrow out. Pirate Rum trying to dissuade the enemy team from stepping in further, and I actually might have misspoke. The Immortal's still up and available. The shielding on this core is starting to fall. Seems like, though, there's not enough siege potential in favor for 30k, and this team will disengage, letting Project P live for now. But Project P needs 16s, as they know this camp is being invaded, but Project P, they can't step into this without their 16s, and that was also a hearth out from Hanzo. Pirate backing off. This was the smarter call. Just give over the camp, wait for 16s, turtle up, and let the waves come into us. I would say this is the smart call from Project P. I would definitely agree with what Project P is doing right now, being able to control things. Also to note, for anyone wondering, 266 from the standard autos of a catapult through this top lane. Those will scale, but they're dealing 500 plus damage into structures. For anyone that doesn't know, catapults deal double damage into structures. Minions actually deal triple damage into structures, but minions also deal a lot less damage in general. Minions currently deal 23 damage. It's actually more like 22.2, but the way that Heroes rounds decimals, they always round up. So it all maths out very weird, but it all, you know, it's a MOBA. Hey, Kalis, what's up, bud? Tracer pushes out top lane, pushing into that 20 talent tier. You know, we're actually, we're getting close to 20s, and we have a bit of a gap until that time. So let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what those look like, because Pirate Realm, Project P, and crew are all turtled up until this Immortal spawns. So while that's happening, we can take a look at the damage between both sides, the experience, the healing, all of that good stuff, as well as the kills, assists, and deaths. This Immortal Phase, though, could be game-ending. If the members of 30k are able to grab this, the Immortal will go bottom lane, as I always mention. It's because the bottom lane still has the keep up and available, but the siege potential is massive. Speaking of massive, it's going to be a huge arrow out from Hanzo. Ball Lightning comes out from Cassia. Caesar Salad getting a lot of damage thrown onto them. Great blink forward from Tracer. She recalls. Dino finding the late bomb setup onto the Lucio. Scatter arrows are not enough from Hanzo as he gets picked off as well. Pirate is down, so is Roger, and I wonder, is 30k just going to call for a top lane rush to end the series here? Oh my god, Liam with the good to go from level 13 has that torpedo dash, and this is actually sidewall through bottom lane. Tracer really wants the kill onto the Thanatos, and that'll be Project P getting wiped as the core is rushed by the side of 30k. They will take the series, they will take game number 1 in our second series of the day, but it's not over just yet. Project P, their lives are on the line in this best of 3 series. And Project P will be the ones who have to come back in the next map. But GG's on Battlefield over to Granite Gaming. Over to 30k. I don't know where my brain is today. GG's. Oh, BBJ, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated, bud. A good game. A very good game. Let's see. Just peeking at the bracket right now, seeing how other games are going. Wow. That was not a team I expected to see get knocked out of the qualifier. Who was on this team? Oh, it's basically just the Oxygen. Okay. Or Onyx. Oh, it's the... So Onyx knocked out Wildheart? Wow, spoilers. Sorry, spoilers. Dino tracing on an NA server. Yes. Choose prediction outcome. Who wins? 30k. 30k was the winner of that game. Wow, there was not a lot of faith in Project P. Not a lot of faith in Project P. Alrighty. Whew, sorry. I'm drinking some water right now while I can. Watched some TV with my parents in the evening. Had a couple beers and a lot of chips. Now back on the PC to watch stream. Oh, thanks for coming by. I hope your evening was nice and cozy, my friend. I hope it's been a nice cozy evening for you. Let's show talents once again, just in case. A good game number 1. Will Project P be able to run it back? That's the big question. That is the big question of the day. That is the massive question, realistically, is what's going to happen with this next game? Do we have 30k with just running 2-0 after 2-0? I don't know. I am a little shocked. Chat. I'm a little shocked to see that Wildheart got knocked out already in game number 3. Looks like Simplicity is doing okay. Oxygen versus Swedish Boy Band is still going. Wow. Stonk knocked out Wildheart. And Wildheart even had a bye. Enjoy the stream? Oh. You're too nice. Alright, that was quite cozy of a day. Nice to hear. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of a spoiler, but there's your bracket. We're currently in this round 2, and it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good so far. If you're wondering about the first round, Simplicity had a bye, Washed Amigos beat FKC, 30k beat 30k Blue, 30k beat itself. Storm Esports Academy got knocked out by Project P. Wildheart had a bye. Wildheart got knocked out by Stonk. Oxygen had a bye, and Swedish Boy Bands beat Master Clash Academy, and so there's that matchup right there. I do believe when we get to round 3, I think there's like a clean feed or something like that. I don't know. We'll keep casting until, we'll just keep casting, everybody. We'll just keep casting. X-Ray invited me to a lobby, but of course I missed the invite because I'm not paying attention to anything. Sorry. We're thinking of joining this as a meme and forgot it was today. Oh, no. How you doing, Airho? How you doing, bud? It's not that the faith in Project P is rather than 30k is one of the highest levels right now. Oh, I'd agree with you absolutely. I agree. I just like to heckle my chat. Are there multiple qualifiers? Yeah. So there's another qualifier on the 28th of this month, and so they're every other Friday. So there's a qualifier on the 14th, the 28th. I need to look at a calendar to let you know about the other dates next month. Hold on. In June, the qualifier will be on the 11th and the 25th, and then I think the event takes place on like the 26th of July or something like that. I have to double check on that one, but there you go. Yeah, there's no bracket. Exclamation point. DreamHack will get you where you want to go. Let's get into the draft, everybody. I know you can hear it going, so let's get into this. I bet Wildheart has one of their insane crazy drafts that backfired hard. It's a possibility. I need to bug Goon about the replays, because I will cast the replays this upcoming week since, I'm sure people would like to check out the games, so I'll just recast the games on Wednesday or Thursday this week. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry, Stark. I'm so very sorry. Does anyone have a link to the bracket? Exclamation point DreamHack will get you a link over to, yeah. Is this an international tournament? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Hazoabs is playing in it. And Hazoabs is EU. So is Dino. So is X-Ray. So is Yasu. But not Liam. Liam's NA. Liam is an NA boy. Welcome in, everybody, to our map number 2. I'm actually really sorry. I forgot to update the team scores. There you go. Team scores are properly updated. And, yeah, there you go. Thank you so much, Falco, for getting that. Can someone say me the Tracer level 13 last round, please? It's the punchy one. I forget what it is. Get Stuffed? Isn't it Get Stuffed? All right. Anyways, let's get into the draft. Sorry, I'm reading Twitch chat a little too much as we do have this map number 2 draft happening for us all. We have a Tychus Chromie Band on the left-hand side, a Lucio Medivh on the right. Uther was picked up by 30k in the first pick, and Hogger Cassia will be grabbed by Project P for this Tomb of the Spider Queen map. Is this game NA server? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Part 1 done. Part 2 is Walls next week. Nice! Nice, Desert. EU Powerhouse and NA, yeah. It is NA Central server. It is the Heroes standard for esports right now, which is basically NA Central server, because it's not too bad for EU. It's the best server we have. It's the best server we have. It's supposedly West exists, but I've literally pulled us accidentally into a West game once. I've never had, since the changes on being able to choose between your servers, I have not had a West game since that, like on Storm League or anything. Urel to be banned out against the Hogger, but why? Why was Urel banned, chat? Hey Dax, what's up, bud? It's 2 Blink talents and Recall. Oh, you're right, Stark. I'm thinking of 16 probably, aren't I? Get Stuffed is 20. Okay, I'm dumb. I don't know my Tracer talents off the top of my head. I saw that there was something there, and I was just like, all right, Get Stuffed, totally. Any betting this round? Yeah, there will be betting. We do Twitch predictions are at the end of the draft. I'll probably throw 2 minutes on it as we get close to the end of the draft.
You could give the best hug.
Kanosh Kitchen, thanks for the follow. Uther, Diablo, Sonya. I don't understand the Urel ban. I really don't. I don't understand, because there's already a Sonya, there's already a Diablo. Why would they go Urel on top of that? That's weird to me. Joanna Brightwing from the side of Project P. So good rotation. The wave clear is okay for Project P. The wave clear doesn't exist within the rotations for the side of 30k. I mean, Uther can wave clear. I guess you could say Diablo can wave clear, but it's not like good wave clear. Like there's no fast way to wave clear. Like Cassie's got a Fen, Joanna's got the Condemn to pull them in. So there's that synergy between Cassie and Joanna. But I feel like you need a little of that spell power, a little of that burst, and we will see that from Tassadar. Now, this is against a Hogger, and Hogger at level 13 has Pummel, which is going to reduce spell power, which is a really great way to mitigate Tassadar value specifically. So we'll have to see if that's utilized in the later half of the game. But the last pick will be coming out from the side of Project P. What is it going to be? More wave clear? I would expect maybe a Gul'dan. I would love a Gul'dan. Maybe an Asmodan. I doubt. What are we going to get? Pyrat. It's going to be a Mephisto. Wave clear from the Mephisto's okay into the Cassia Joanna. So well, all in all, the wave clear is okay from both sides. I'm harping on wave clear specifically because of the, the fact that it's Tomb of the Spider Queen. All right, let's go ahead and throw a 2-minute prediction on this one. There you go. Predictions are live. Get your bets in, everybody. I'm well, Baha. Excited for more competitive HOTS. Me too. Liam's already on Sony. Yeah, I didn't understand the Urel ban. I really didn't understand that Urel ban. It made no sense to me. When playing on NA HOTS, I pretty much always end up on Central. I've been sent to Australian server. Oh wow, weird. Yeah, I've had NA West once, and it was a custom game. All right, well, thank you again, everyone, for the support. My name is Bahamut. If you are enjoying the content, I highly recommend you follow, because we do a lot of casting on this channel. But let's get into the game, everybody. We are here, ready to go into the Tomb of the Spider Queen. On the left-hand side, we have 30k, up 1, trying to close things out in a 2-0 fashion. Hazuab's on the Hanzo, Yasu on the Uther, Dino playing the Tassadar, Liam on the Sonya, and X-Ray on Diablo. For the right-hand side, we're looking at Project P. We've got Roger on the Cassia, Caesar Salad playing the Joanna, Pyrat Rum on their Mephisto, Shredded Wind will be on the Brightwing, and Thanatos on a Hogger. Checking out this level 1, checking out the mid lane engagement. Let's go ahead and get on in to map number 2 in our second best of 3 of the day. Pax, thanks for the follow. Okay, cool. Sorry, I was looking at the predictions. 2 minutes is like just about perfect. 2 minutes was like just about perfect. I think the 1 minute was a little too short with our delay on stream. So sorry, I was just double checking that really quickly. And we'll continue to do Twitch predictions tonight, so long as there's games to be had and cast. So the rotation into bottom lane will be between Liam and Thanatos. That's gonna be a solo lane matchup. This is the reason I kept saying, like, why the Urel ban? Why the Urel ban? Sonya was already picked up, and we all know that Liam's just gonna play solo lane. So it's not like Sonya. I didn't expect Sonya to be in the 4-man, but maybe that's what Project P was thinking. Like, this is gonna be that triple bruiser. I guess you could say double bruiser tank with a hyper carry onto like a Hanzo or a Tassadar. I don't know. I wasn't the biggest fan of the draft 3, but you know what? We don't know what the comms were like in that situation. We don't know what Project P was discussing. And we also don't know what 30K's been, you know, scrimming with. Some of these players might have a little information on the side of Project P about maybe some scrim information, maybe some insider trading, maybe there has been some run-ins on Storm League with that composition. We'll have to see. Either way, Hogger's still hog-wilding around, and the reason they didn't cancel this, it's not because they could then just cancel and use Staggering Blow, but it's all right, if the enemy team steps on this point, we can still anchor on the side of Project P with a few of our friendly members like Caesar Salad, but then Hogger has that hog wild damage that if anyone tries to step into, it's just going to be sustained damage, and right now, that sustained damage is really, really strong. Hogger is still strong in the PTR patch, but he did have a little adjustment to bring him more towards the middle of the road. I do think that Hogger is still an okay spot, but his Hog Wild Rage, I believe, does not affect minions, mercenaries, and monsters anymore. I do believe it only affects heroes. Now, that's on the PTR. This is where we're currently on the live patch, but I just, you know, PTR patch is always exciting to talk about. I'm so excited for the PTR. Like, our new patch that we're getting, the lone talents and everything, I think it looks really cool. It's been really cool to check out. I'm very, very excited to see how it actually affects competitive play as well. Also, can we potentially have a higher priority on the Stitches? We'll have to see. Mid lane camp coming through in favor for the side of Project P. Same to be said from the side of 30K. 30K's, though, still available, providing a little bit of spell armor. That 20 spell armor you're seeing next to a few player names is going to be from that middle shaman or mage in this wave as Caesar Salad gets hit with a Shadow Charge. Great follow-up stun from the Uther as Hogger's going to hog wild back and forth through this mid lane. Not enough damage comes out from Dino. It's still a killless game with mid lane having a bit of a back and forth. Sonya able to get a little bit of a turn in right there. 10 gems come in from her. The Thanatos holding 10 themselves, and the rotations go back into top to mid from the core 4 with the solo laners still matching out. Great plays from both teams. I gotta say, Project P looking very, very comfortable on this next map, or in this Tomb of Spider Queen map. 30K had some decent control in the early game in that last, I'm sorry, Project P had some early game control, and 30K just basically swapped that over with the 10 talents here. Will that be the same case here? It feels like it's a different game from Project P with the way that they're playing this map and playing safe, but I say this as Pirate is getting pushed around a little bit by the Diablo. A little bit of a phase shift comes in from Shredded Wind to make sure that Mephisto health pool stays healthy, or at least stays up there. Turn availability exists on either side. Let's actually break down who's got what gems really quickly so you can actually see that if you're wondering who's got the turn in. It's pretty much between all members. Like, there's no real big piggy bank right now. I mean, Diablo's got 16, you've got 20 on the Joanna, but in the end, there's only 13 turned in on the side of 30K, and Project P only have 36 turned in for themselves. Actually, I think that might have been Joanna getting her 20, and yeah, she did just get a big chunk of those gems turned in. X-Ray gonna try and get their few in. Dino does as well. It's still not enough, but man, oh man, it's looking like a good game number 2 on Tomb. Great shield glare from Caesar Salad to stall out the turn-in from Liam and Hazuabs, which Hazuabs has the turn-in. Liam's actually 2 gems short. Diablo finishes out Souls. Did I miss Matt? I think I messed. Oh, no, wait, Dino I think had a few turn-ins as well. Unless I horribly hecked up the caster math on that one, which I wouldn't be surprised. But Blue Web Weavers descend for 30K first. I want to quickly look. Let's see. 19 gems. Okay, 19 gems are in the pockets of 30K. Little quick caster math for you right there. So no back-to-back turn availability unless a bunch of kills are found and great wave clears is happening as well. But those kills I don't think will exist just yet. Also to note, I believe Hazuabs on the Hanzo has 19 out of the 20 stacks. Good use of the Sonic Arrow hitting Nathanatos with that one. Liam, look at Liam's positioning on the Sonya, utilizing that slam and that increased slam damage, that shattered ground, to be able to slam through the entire front gate. That's a really interesting tactic. I actually plan to use that in my own games. That's really cool positioning from Liam. It's one of those things that, like, I know you can position your slams and everything, but just the way that Liam's positioning it, that was really cool. It's a little informative. Diablo finds a small shadow charge, but it's going to be dissuaded by the tower shots as well as the polymorph from the Brightwing. Joanna, though, steps up a little too far. X-Ray has some great body blocking into Caesar Salad. Great Force Wall once again. Shadow Charge into Force Wall because, you know, Wall mechanics and terrain, and here's the storm. Absolutely makes sense. Overpower, polymorph, a lot being used in this mid lane engagement. No one going down just yet as we check out the APM as the fight may continue. X-Ray very low on this Diablo. Has full souls, so going to try and build that out once again with the Fire Stomp. And actually, you know what? Let's check out the other numbers. We have not looked at a few of those. Do want to quickly note, Pirate with 27 out of the 40 stacks on that unyielding power from level 1. Great play so far. Jumper. Okay. It's 1-2 punch, pulse generator, locked and loaded, sticky bomb, jumper. Oh, you're looking at, okay. I thought you were listing off the talents. I was reading, okay, that was just the entire build. Bless you, Stark. Thank you for going back and checking that out. Thank you very much, my friend. It's a killless game. 10's up on both sides. Leap from the Sonya, black hole from the Tassadar. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not. You know what? We got to say it correct. Toilet bowl from the Tassadar. Durance of Fate from the Mephisto. Joanna's holding. Do we have a world where this is going to be Falling Sword? Because I feel like Valkyrie plus Blessed Shield is the play. I mean, that secondary CC feels very necessary. Even tertiary CC, if you really wanna, you know, include Durance of Hate into that one. It just feels like, you know, Blessed Shield's such a point-click rip. I mean, you have to make the skill shot. Yeah, there you go. I was like, I feel like you have to go Blessed Shield. If you go Falling Sword, it doesn't benefit your team. Because you Falling Sword in, like let's say Mephisto goes in as well with Shade of Mephisto. Once that Shade of Mephisto expires, you're a Joanna all by herself. So either way, I don't think we need to harp on, or excuse me, we don't need to continue the discussion on that one, as the red web weavers have descended for the side of Project P. Force Wall from the Tassadar will come out as well. Caesar Salg is just going to get repositioned by that Shadow Charge, and Thanatos on the Hoggers here. Shredded Wind with a couple blink heals around to top off a few friendly members, but 30k has the overall defense and is doing a wonderful job of doing that as well. Be careful what you say. Yeah, I know that one guy might not be around who doesn't like the way I cast, even though I, do you. Tassadar Black Hole comes out. Big Divine Storm from the Uther as well. Shock Rays from Dino are chunking into the enemy team, but this is going to be a Lightning Breath from the Diablo. Valkyrie will not connect. Leap in from the Sonya. Slam into Shredded Wind. Durance of Hate comes out as well. We have the little spin-off from the Hogger as he hog wilds away. Diablo jumping onto Roger, body blocking this Cassie as the Hogger Hortipults in. So many 30k members are so low here, and it's going to be Subdue finished out by the Joanna. Liam finding the slam onto the Uther. This is an absolute bloodbath right now in this top lane. This is insanely good here as the Storm, as Hogger sits with 50 gems, gets the Hog Wild away. The scatter arrow from Hanzo's not enough, and Nathanatos survives the bankroll, or I guess sustains the bankroll for the side of Project P. But here's the thing, chat. Webweavers descending in favor for the side of 30k. Difference. Liam, you're getting a little low there, bud. Here's the difference. Here's the difference between Garden of Terror and Tomb of the Spider Queen, because the map mechanic is fairly similar. Tomb of the Spider Queen will descend as far as the enemy minion wave is or structure. So right now, mid lane will crash around this fort front gate area. On Garden of Terror, the terror spawns as far up as your minion wave. So in this bottom lane, if this was Garden of Terror, this is where the Webweaver descends. In bottom lane, it's more realistically going to be closer to this fort area. So there's a consideration in how you push these lanes and when you grab your Webweaver phase. Let's say you find a 5 kill and you have turn-in availability, but your waves are all pushed back near your keeps and core. Maybe it's time you spend, a little bit of time to clear out those waves so the Webweavers descend further down the lane. The reason I'm also bringing this up is because of the fact of the Webweavers slowly losing health over time. You can actually see bottom lane. It's currently fighting minions. Actually, it's the bottom lane's pushing in with no contest, and it's actually losing health as you see in the bottom right. But right now, the big thing is going to be that arrow from Hanzo. X-Ray getting low. Toilet Bowl from the Tassadar comes out, saving X-Ray, but the auto from Joanna is going to be enough. And now Caesar Salad tries to back away with the kill in their favor. Hogger hog-wilding around. Hazuab's being slowed. The Shield Glare gets the kill. It's a triple kill in favor for the side of Project P. And you may say, Bahamut, I only see death timers. Well, Diablo did lose souls. So that 5-second death timer was triggered. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, though, massive Webweaver phase comes through. The death wave will be able to get the well right there. Yes, it is called the death wave. I did have that confirmed by chat. And the bottom lane Webweaver will find some decent damage onto this keep, but not enough. Now, catapults, I wanted to bring this up. Catapults are hitting for 190, but into structures, they're hitting for 380. So there's that amplified value from those catapults. And we're approaching 16s. Let's go ahead and check out those other numbers once again, and we'll look a little bit later into some of the APM as well during some of the later game team fights. But I want to look at some of those other numbers before we get into the 16s, as we still have about a level for both sides before that can happen. Here's the big thing to talk about, chat. We can look at all these numbers and we can talk about those. 110 gems sit burning a hole into the pockets of Project P. Nathanatos on Hogger, who wants to hog wild and be a wild boy, wants to also turn in. Please pick up one gem. Please pick up one gem, Nathanatos. You have one job. Don't pick up two. Pick up one. Pick up one. Why? Why? Why do you ruin things, Nathanatos? So he'll be able to get the turn in here. Still 16 gems, but you know what? Dying with 16 instead of dying with 70 is a lot better. Meanwhile, Sonya and crew grab the boss for top lane, so Webweavers descend in favor for the side of Project P, the red team, and blue team. 30k, looking to have a little bit of counter pressure with that boss through top. Did X-Ray pre-tap well? I actually think X-Ray just pre-tapped well. Yeah, they did. So this is an expected team fight. Bless Shield. Look at all that damage into X-Ray, but since I said he pre-tapped the well, you still have that little bit of healing still coming out of the Divine Shield onto the Hogger in the backline, who is going to get targeted by the tower. Will go down. 16 gems on the ground from Hogger, as we have Joanna stepping in with the Condemned to pick those up. Liam is going to go in with the leap as well. There was a kill already onto the Hazuobs, as there's a lot of gems on the ground in favor for 30k. Pirate trying to back off. The Shade of Mephisto location will be a death point for this Mephisto, as he does finish out his baseline, his level 1 questing talent, but boss in top lane takes down the keep front gate, slows things down, and this is looking like a Webweaver phase, fairly mitigated by 30k. Now let's look at the gem count. I want to look at those really quickly. We are looking at, let's see, 20... We're not going to have turn-in, but it's going to be close. Okay, yeah, 46 out of the 60 necessary, so another... Well, actually, right now, it's looking like 8 gems, which is going to be... Not even that. It's going to be two lanes. This mid lane, maybe one more bottom. Lanes, though, are very far pushed out. Wow, what team fights we've had. Holy crap. He didn't go for the secret 100 gem mount. He was so close. Yeah, unfortunately, that doesn't work in customs. You have to do it in quick match. Obviously, it's not true. This is a meme, everyone. If you have 100 gems, you get a mount. You get a gem mount. No, it's not true. That's just a meme that people do. It's like Black Heart's Bay. Anyways, Bless Shield comes out from the Joanna. There's going to be a big Valkyrie as well. Hanzo rips an arrow. Cassia goes down first. Durance of Fate comes out from Mephisto, shredding into the Diablo. No reset onto souls from him, as Liam is trying to make the play with the spin to win. Blue Webweavers push into these lanes. Mid lane very healthy. Yasu gets a little healing onto Liam. Dino has a big burst with that Shockwave. Is there a black hole? It could be utilized in case it's necessary. There's the black hole to catch onto the Mephisto, but the Lightning Nova is still going to find the kill, and Mephisto goes down to Liam. This is such an insane back and forth. Yasu drops the Divine Storm, as Yasu has like literally 500 health, a little bit more than that actually. Spin from the Thanatos, good Hazu scatter arrows, and there's still Webweaver plus a camp through mid lane. Liam gets the spear. That's a kill into the Joanna, 26 seconds onto the Joanna, but mid lane we are going to have Webweaver pushing on to keep. Bottom lane has a Webweaver coming through, but as I mentioned, these Webweavers slowly lose health over time, regardless of if they're actually taking damage. This right here is the bottom lane Webweaver we've clicked on. You can actually see that its health bar is dropping. Hogger gets picked off in the mid lane. Is it going to be game? Are we ending Tomb of the Spider Queen here at 14, 15 minutes? It's looking like 30k are going to be able to take the game here and move on in the qualifier bracket, in the DreamHack beyond qualifier number 1, but the core is being defended fairly well from the side of Project P, so there's a little bit of a stall here. 29% falls off this core. Pirate doing their best, but lines up for X-Ray to get the Shadow Charge, who finishes out their souls. Diablo could respawn, has to use the Hellgate from level 20 to disengage, so that's a little bit of a utility spent. Cassia does get picked off, stalling on a death. Shredded Wind very low, doesn't go down to the Uther damage. Liam's still trying to stay alive. Diablo's souls are reset, 1 second death timer onto that Diablo who's respawned, and the core will fall with the massive defense from the side of Project P. The GGs are called, and the series go over to 30k.